Number 5, spawn killing. Hey guys, Childish Thoughts here. So just to say, for this top 5 video, this is going to be our very first top 5 video. I'm going to be recording it, and my partner in YouTube will be making future top 5 videos. We are going to do a series of top 5 videos. Hopefully you guys like it, and you can give us some feedback on it and tell us if you want to do more of it. And let's get right into it. So first of all, number 5, as you heard, is spawn killing. And it's been about, I would say, 30 seconds another round, and there goes our last teammate. So it's been 35 seconds, maybe 40, and all my teammates are dead, and it's just me left in a 1v5 situation. And not gonna lie, I wasn't that mad because it was casual, but that's really not the point. The point is just to talk about sometimes how toxic it can be to spawn kill. Not gonna lie and say I haven't done it, but just like other people, they say they haven't done it, but I can guarantee you they've done it, because it's just something that if you want to get down the kills easily in ranked, if you want to be able to get an easy win, that's the easy way to do it. And it truly is a very toxic thing to do in Siege, and I don't want to try and make this video not very clear, but I'm going to file down the clips so it's not a very long video. But as you can tell just by the simple amount of time that went by, and I shortened down the clip, but you didn't see the kill feed of my two teammates die. But it is a very bad way to start a game. It's an easy way to get you in a bad mood, and it just simply isn't fun all around. And casual, it's not that big of a deal. It gets you a little salty, but it's nothing to get stressed over. But in ranked, it's something that will really get you mad, and you, like, every single time you play ranked, you have to watch out for that spawn kill. But on to number 4. Number 4, glitches. On our number 4 spot, it is not going to be a very long clip, as in the sense of glitches. They are very easy to talk about, very easy to understand, because it's not just in Siege, it is in many different games, because people exploit glitches just to simply get kills or points or whatever you want to say, and it's just not that hard of a topic to explain, so it's not going to be a very long number 4. But to simply explain it for some examples, one that's the most probably famous on Rainbow Six Siege is the most annoying Valkyrie cam glitch ever on Bank, that when they throw it, you instantly become spotted the entire game. Now this is just one example out of many. Some are shield glitches that you can get up on different spots in the map to exploit, and it's just all around just a bad thing to do on the opposite team to get your team angry, and it's sometimes just a weird idea so you can get a kill easily. On to number 3. Number 3, traps. Okay, before we get into number 3, just wanted to say, guys, again, sorry for the clips not being accordingly to what I'm saying. I know with other top 5 channels, they simply just string together clips and then go along with what they're saying. And no doubt in the future, I will definitely do that in my top 5, no doubt. But in this one, I just had to get this one out there for you guys so you can get some content and just get a little hint as to what we're doing in our channel right now and what the future plan is. And with that being said, guys, let's get right into number 3. So, basically, as you heard in the intro, all it is traps. That's no easier way to explain it, is just traps. Again, some of these don't have to be traps. It can be claymores, stuff like that. And let me just get into the traps first before I talk about claymores, in the sense of Kapkan and Frost and stuff like that. You're not expecting that most people who play this game obviously know what I'm talking about. Whenever you play Siege, and you're that type of player that I'm playing Ash right now, you're that type of player that is trying to get in there fast and slim down the numbers for your teammates so they don't have to worry about them later on in the game. Now, with that being said, whenever you're rushing in like that, you're expecting a Kapkan or a Frost to be somewhere near OBJ, so they don't have to worry about you whenever the time is slimming down and you're about to rush in, so they can just get you right off the rip. But then there's the people who play Kapkan and Frost that put them some in the douchiest spots possible, and the ones where you're not expecting it to be there whatsoever, and it just completely destroys you and gets you very, very angry. And as I was saying about claymores, this is including attackers where, say you're Caviar or Jaeger and you're roaming and you're trying to pick off those few kills helping your teammates out, and they place those claymores in some of the most obscure spots, obviously high traffic areas as well, but it is also very annoying, just as annoying as traps. But on to number 2, guys. Number 2, accidental suicide. Okay, so as we get started for accidental suicide for our number 2 spot, in this clip I have no accidental suicide for you guys. Again, I'm sorry, but I do have this nice 1v3 for you just to be able to get a nice little clip while you're listening. So on to number 2. Now, as in the sense of accidental suicide, I don't know if you guys know what I mean entirely, so I'm going to explain it. Whenever, say you're on a map that has a roof, think of like cafe or something like that, and you're trying to breach from the top and make your way down, or somebody's peeking you from top and you're trying to get away from it, but then you don't realize how close you are to the edge, and then you just all of a sudden fall off. And these are definitely one of the things that I would have personally put higher on the list, but in other people's opinions, there's some more that are definitely way more annoying than that. But for me, it's just a personal thing. I really hate it because I think that I'm smarter than that, and then I definitely am not stupid enough to do something like that, and it makes me a little upset. But with that being said, whenever you commit accidental suicide on this game, it is very... I don't want to say tragic because it's not that big of a deal, but it is very, it makes you very, very angry because you're not expecting to fall off of a building, or you're not expecting to, say, it doesn't even have to be a building per se. Say it can be just simply you're walking around and you are a defender and you're trying to pick off those last few people, and you see a claymore and you know it's there. You just go and turn around and try to be able to walk away from it, then come back to that spot, and then your mind just completely blanks and you forget about the claymore, and then you die. That's honestly one of the most annoying things, whenever you know it's there but you forget and then you die from it. And again, I know it sounds like I'm saying that you're a bad player and you just forget about it and you should be having more situational awareness, but for most people that's not true, because it can be very intense in 1v5s or 1v4s, whatever you want to say, and sometimes you're just trying to get where you're going and it just doesn't work out too well. Now, whenever I say this, I'm saying as in the sense of rushing into the OBJ, just like traps, and sometimes say it's a secure area and you fall down the hatch. It doesn't even have to be fully suicide. You just have to get out of the spot that you were just in by accident, and say they blew a hatch and you fall down it while you're in there and they start securing it. Those are definitely one of the things that get me very upset in this game. And again, it's the own person's fault, and sometimes it's very hard to explain in the sense that it is your fault, but it's also very annoying because you know you're not that bad. You just simply made a little mistake and you don't like your mistake at all. And accidental suicide, again, falling off buildings or falling through hatches in secure area, whatever it be that gets you out of the situation you were just in that you don't want to get out of, that's what I'm talking about. On to number 1. Number 1, team killing. Alright guys, so as we finally reach our first spot on the list, and as you heard, it is team killing, and it is something that gets on my nerves probably more than anything else in the game. Granted, spawn killing is very annoying and it gets on my nerves too, but team killing is definitely up there, probably my top one that I hate the most. With other people, it's kind of a flip-flop for them. Spawn killing, it's like in ranked, you're like, oh come on man, I could have helped my teammates out so much. But in casual, it's just like, oh, this guy's a tryhard in casual, oh well. But it's definitely something that it competes with team killing, and in my opinion it beats it. But for some people it's just like, oh well, whatever, these kids are annoying. But I don't take it that lightly. Again, I don't go on a full rampage and cuss them out, but I do get very angry if it's in ranked, and if it's in casual, it's one of those things where if the other team does it, it's just like, oh haha, they got team killed, and then you spawn and all of a sudden 2 people die and the kid gets kicked and you don't know what just happened in the first 3.5 seconds that the game just started. And that's one of the things that's funny at the same time on casual, but is also kind of annoying, because if you think about it, if one of your friends get team killed, they automatically say to you, hey, kill him, he needs to die, you know, he team killed me. And every player, I'm not saying every player, but a lot of people do that, where they get team killed and then their friend is like, hey, kill him too, he got me. And I'm not gonna lie, I do it in casual because it's not that big of a deal. But then we come up on the topic of it's ranked and you shouldn't be doing it at all. And granted, whenever you are in ranked and it happens, whenever I do it, at least, it is fully by accident. I've never purposely team killed somebody in ranked, and whenever I do it in ranked, I immediately drop what I'm doing, unless I'm in OBJ or I'm somewhere near that I can die. I try to get away as far as possible, then send a text saying sorry. Again, if this is in ranked. In casual, I'll do it sometimes. I'll text them like, hey, sorry. But sometimes I won't, because it's just like they're going to team kill me next round no matter what you say, because that's happened to me so many times. I'll get team killed, and then I'll team kill them, and then we just say sorry to each other, and then next thing you know, you get team killed again. And it becomes one of those things where it's an all-out brawl between the casual, and whenever somebody team kills, next person team kills, next person team kills, and it just goes on and on and on until at least 2 or 3 people get kicked. And that's one of the things. It's also kind of funny whenever it happens, because you have to count how many times you've team killed, and you can't do it as much. And again, I'm not that type of person who just goes into games and just team kills somebody, because I'm trying to get the W. I'm trying to get my rank higher, and if you team kill, I'm going to be a little angry. And like I said before, casual, it's not a huge deal. It just gets you angry if it's your own personal preference that it's really annoying. For me, it's in casual, it's just renown. You know, it's not going to harm you that much. Again, it is annoying, but it's something you really can't stop in casual, and I'm not going to try and stop in casual, because there's endless people who do it. And in ranked, it's something that it needs to stop, which obviously it isn't, and it never will stop, and something that you just have to accept, and definitely somebody like me, definitely hard to accept. But yeah, guys, that's been number 1, and if you enjoyed, this has been our very first top 5. We are going to make a series out of this, and if you guys enjoy our top 5s and if you want us to do more, please leave a like and share with your friends and subscribe, guys. Peace.